Welcome to the Astral Weather Report. I'm Jeremy Gene Wilson. I come on here every 6 days to share with you the astrological changes in our neutrino weather, our astral weather that affects human behavior, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you interact with others, how other people show up. So this is not a distraction or disruption or conflict for you. It's something you can use to your advantage, feel a little less crazy. So this next 6 days, the theme is about aligned presence. And the mental and emotional forecast, you can really expect, after this last transit where there's a little bit more emotional initiation of this previous cycle, this transit brings more of a reset in energetic tone. The pressure really shifts from intensity and emotional to more alignment. You'll feel more present, you'll feel more grounded, just more trust overall. You might notice a desire to simplify your path and your direction. You might want to just remove complexity. Overwhelm has revealed itself, and now you know exactly where to add more energy to your life by removing those things. We call it addition by subtraction. So you also might feel just like this pull toward more authenticity and heart-led choices. We live in a world that is becoming more and more synthetic, right? We live in an Instagram environment where everyone's posting their highlight reels and AI content and everything seems perfect. And people are craving messy. They're craving raw. We don't need edits. So you might feel just that pull toward more authenticity, more heart-centered, more heart-led, more soul-led choices and decisions. There might be just a little bit more sensitivity to what really feels what's truly aligned versus what's forced. You can feel where you're showing up out of obligation versus out of passion, out of commitment. So there will be an increased awareness of timing and positioning in everything you do, both personally and professionally. And really this week teaches a powerful lesson, a powerful truth that when you are aligned internally, the path always reveals itself externally. Inner alignment creates outer alignment, as above, so below. So this is less about pushing forward, and it's a lot more about standing clearly in who you are. You always get more of what you are, so it's about identity. The sun and earth themes for this transit, the sun has moved into what we call the 25th signature, gate 25 in human design. This is the gate of innocence. It's about universal love, right? In the I Ching, they call it the hexagram of innocence. The way this can show up in a distorted way is just cynicism, right? You don't have to become a cynic because we live in a cynical world, right? That means like to each their own. Business means business, right? Gotta, Darwin's law, take care of your own. So that's a way that could make you show up a little more selfish, a little more cynical. So definitely avoid that. It could cause you to be a little bit more guarded, feel like you need to protect your heart. And that mistrust created from past experiences can kind of show up as like post-traumatic stress a little bit. So the way to align with this energy is just be real, authenticity, no hidden motives. Just share your real heart, your real truth without ambiguity. Here's the real logic. Here's my raw emotion. Here's the relevance of what I want for you, what I want for us, right? Just share authentically. Be open. Make sure you get a permission slip. Hey, I'd like to share openly with you if you're open for me to share, right? Just show up with more heart-centered leadership. Be a little bit more real. Pull your emotionality into it from a genuine place. So the core lesson that this the sun transit teaches us is really that like strength comes from remaining open-hearted without becoming naive, right? And this is combined with the earth in the 46th signature right now, right? Gate 46 in human design. This is the gate of determination. It's all about the love of the body. It's about embodiment. In the I Ching, they call it pushing forward. So this can show up in a distorted way if you're just forcing direction, if you're just pushing through, you're trying to control outcomes and ignoring intuitive timing, right? Oftentimes that's why people don't achieve their goals, timing. If you push too hard to get something, you burn out and you never achieve it. If you go too slow, then you never reach it when the train comes into the station. So it's truly about, paying attention to that intuition, the timing connected to that, and ultimately, like I mentioned, this is about embodiment. This is about trusting life's timing. Everything is perfect, right? You got to remember that the things outside of your control that allow you to have life and opportunity far exceed the things that you are in control of. So try not to control outcomes. Just trust life's timing a little bit more. Trust God, trust the universe, trust the nature of existence, and just say to yourself, I'm always in the right time at the right place. And then follow that prompt in your heart so that it remains true. Like, actually be in the right place at the right time. The core lesson from the 46th signature is that your path appears when you fully occupy where you already are. And you have to be willing to accept where you are, not just acknowledge it, and then embrace it in order to see a path to go to the next buoy, the next benchmark, the next way marker. And that path will present itself the moment that you're committed to it and in acceptance of where you're at. So for this next week, definitely avoid forcing progress through pressure at all. Don't second guess your intuition. Don't distrust any intuitive signal that hits you, whether that's in the gut, in the heart. Don't overcomplicate decisions either. If you overthink it, if you're in your head, you're dead. It's either a hell yes, a fuck no, or a not now. And definitely just don't act from cynicism or past disappointment. Don't project based on what was and label that as always because of what was, right? Live from possibility. The greatest way to leverage this transit is just to show up from heart-centered leadership, express your authentic self, right? Just authentic expression is huge. The opposite of depression is expression. So be authentic in your sharing. Like I mentioned before, just really trust timing, pay attention to positioning, listen to the signals inside your body, simplify your direction. If you're going 50 different directions, choose one and go all in on that, pour gas on that fire. Make sure this next few days, every single day, you spend some time in physical movement, move your body, get to the gym, go for a hike, especially get out in nature. It could just be walking around the block in non-boxed in environments, right? In 3D environments that are not a box. Get out from your phone, out from your TV, out of your office, and get outside. Go to the gym, go for a hike, or go for a walk. Simplify a decision that maybe feels complicated or became complicated. Maybe it was something that was easy to decide and then you clouded it with an outline. Just notice wherever effort feels natural versus forced, and align your actions with what genuinely feels right internally. You might feel some projection this next few days. So every time you feel projection, let that be a trigger to exercise presence. Like, get in your body. Hello, hello, hello. Earth to Jeremy. Where are you at? Right here. What do you need? Exhale, exhale, exhale. Be in your body and move yourself to presence. Come from projection and judgment into presence. What is true now? What do I see? What color do I see? What do I hear? Focus on the stability of truth versus judgment and projection. You're always going to just operate with more energy, more clarity, more charisma. Just a couple questions to be with this week. Like where are you overcomplicating something that simply requires more trust? And also, like, where can you lead with authenticity? Where can you lead through authenticity instead of strategy and tactic? That's what I got for you this week. Definitely don't miss the Breakthrough Lab. If you're unaware, we host a weekly training to help you make more money without selling your soul. Every other week, we shift back and forth between helping you have an identity integration breakthrough, permanent transformation internally, and then external transformation with business systems, help you understand how to expand the empire, how to make more money, how to generate more income in the modern world, in the era of AI. So look forward to seeing you on. As soon as we hit 100 members in there, it is going to become a paid community, so take advantage of that founder's opportunity. In the meantime, remember what you are. You are the light that inhabits you. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You're not your body. You are the light. Infinite love. Shine on. Bye for now.